Hello and welcome back. This is the last video of December here, and we're going to start it off with Laid Back Camp. I love this manga. I've read one volume of it, so you can tell I'm a huge fan of it already. And the reason, it's because the guy's name's Afro who writes it. That's like the most incrediblest thing ever. It's pretty much just about these girls who are part of the outdoors club and they want to go camping, and so they go camping, but they're broke and they've got no club room, so they have to get more members to kind of join with them, even though they just plan to go outside. So I don't really get why they would want a new club room, because you're just gonna go out camping anyways. I get wanting more budget though, because they can't afford a lot of things. It's really just like a how-to camping manual or manuscript. It's really nice to just kind of read and relax to. The art to it is it's like the girls themselves are kind of cartoony looking, but like the scenery they draw is actually really pretty and nice looking, and they're actually pretty funny. One thing though that I think is kind of annoying is maybe it's just my books, but the yen press volumes here, the spines get a little bit torn up here. I love the colors to them. They're so bright and vivid, and I think they look really neat. But it's like they're all a little chipped there. See, there's one at the top, and there's going to be some at the bottom there. So it makes it really apparent when they're that bright, and then all of a sudden it's white. But I like the effort. It looks really nice, in my opinion. And the covers are also kind of like that Viz signature, like matte feeling, where it's got that nice kind of quality feel to it, you know, as opposed to the not quality feel. There we go, get that a little bit in focus. But the really colorful spines, I think, look nice. Reminds me a bit of Ajin also, of which I don't actually own Ajin quite yet, but maybe soon in the future. And this one's volume 1 here. Volume 1. And that pink-haired girl just meets that blue-haired girl, you know, randomly camping. And so the pink-haired girl is just sleeping there overnight, and she doesn't realize she's there for so long, and then she wakes up in the blue-haired girl is who gets her introduced into camping. So she's obviously like the oblivious idiot character, as you have to have in you know, a social life or a slice of life manga. And it's almost always anyways, the pink-haired or blonde-haired girl. In this case, it's the pink-haired girl. But yeah, I don't know that there's any too much of a plot or drama to this manga. Where I'm at right now, they're trying to get more camping gear. And, you know, I'm totally okay with that. There doesn't really need to be that much of a direction in a manga to make it good. It just has to be enjoyable, at least in my opinion. So I do really like to sit down and just relax to this manga when I read it, you know. And it's not like an exposition, kind of like how Hunter x Hunter can be, or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it, where you just get like tons and tons and tons of dialogue. This is like a nice, kind of quiet, easy read. And it's also not just all action like Bleach, where there's like literally nothing going on but fighting, and the you know, Tite Kubo just forgets to add, you know, speech bubbles and put words in them because he's too caught up in drawing all the cool fights. I don't know if that's actually what he did. You know, he actually forgot to draw that, but it certainly seems like it because he just goes so crazy with it. And the backgrounds too are like always just all black. That was another pet peeve of mine with Bleach. It's like, we're either in a white space or it's all black. What's it gonna be? There's no in between. Oh, this is an awesome manga right here. So this is Dororo. When I was just hearing about this anime, I thought it was Dorohedoro. And then when I realized the differences when they came out, I was like, oh wait, this is completely different, and I could tell which one's what. But essentially what happened is this boy's father actually traded his body parts and like skin, etc., like pretty much everything of him to demons in order for like ultimate power. And so Dororo has to actually go around and kill the demons to get his body parts back. So each time he kills a demon, he'll like get his eyes back or his skin back or his voice back, things like that. And that's the entire omnibus of the whole collection. Yorosei Yatsura, I don't really know too much of what it's about, other than I think this one girl has to capture her sisters or her split personalities. This is from the same author of Yu Yu Hakusho. I hear that it's not really meant to be taken too seriously. It's a 99% gag manga, which you know, I'm here for, you know, what the heck. I love Dr. Slump. If this is anything like Dr. Slump, I'm all in. This was part of the holiday sale, so I figured, you know, I already have all the Inuyasha manga volumes, so I thought I should give this a try. I really want to get Ranma 1/2 next, as well as Mermaid Saga. I would like it if they could make like a Ranma 1/2 kind of collection like this that fits in the same kind of guise as the Urusei and then the Inuyasha kind of omnibuses, just so that they would look nice together. If I could have a whole section of her work. This is Knights of Sidonia, one of the first Netflix series to use CGI, and I actually refused to read it for that reason. But I think these covers are sick. I really love the way this green pops off that white manga volume. I think it looks like one of the coolest things ever. These are high quality Master Edition releases. I cannot stress enough how cool these things are. It's a very hefty volume, and the pages are kind of glossy. You can hear them kind of hit my finger. It's not like the standard paper. It's really thick. These are pretty expensive though. They were like ghost discounted on Right Stuff. I didn't realize it because there wasn't a bundle for them. Oh, and the covers look awesome too. You see how they shine like that? But I didn't realize it at first, but only the volumes alone. There was no bundle, but they were discounted even still, just single. I was hesitant on buying half or buying all. I ended up buying all, and so my bank account is really mad. Right Stuff is contacting me. They're like, "Where's my money?" And I'm like, "Listen, I spent all of my money on these expensive vertical comics. Please just give me more time. I'll pay the rent on the first." You know, they're trying to evict me, but that's okay. You know, they'll get their money just as soon as I get it. This is another one, number 3 here. I don't really understand how this whole plot works because, like I said, I was really turned off by the anime just because of the animation. And so I'm very intrigued by this lady who's like in this weird alien thing. Oh, and this is by the same author who did Blame, or Blom as I guess it's called, and Biomega. I don't really, is it really called Blom? I mean, that's such a Blom-ass name, you know? It's just like, man, I like Blame more, actually. I think that sounds better than Blom. Number 7, and again, I have to show it all off. Like, look how shiny that gold is. It just pops. And then the red off to the side here. I feel like this is the way to do it, the way that Vertical did, because you can't really tell as well when it's all white if there's little like chipping or like an edge dent, versus when it's all bright colored like Laid Back Camp is. And these things are heavy. Yeah, there's the main character. He's in the robot's hand talking to the other lady, and you can see it's a little bit folded over there. But you know, I want my manga collection to look nice, but bottom line is I just want to be able to read it. I'm not really after the clout of having the nicest looking manga collection. I'm just after the clout of, if I want to read a book, it's right at my fingertips and then I read it. You know, that's what I'm after. Because I have like a pretty big interest in this author's history here. This is Glepner. I've watched the anime and I thought it was great. Well, I didn't think it was great. I just thought it was very interesting, and I figured the manga must be better. These are sealed, so I won't be opening these ones, but this is number 4. And essentially the main character can turn into this weird dog thing. It's like a dog mascot looking guy. That's the main character right there. You can see his arm turning in. And then he has a zipper on the back, and this girl who is just on the cover there, Claire, climbs into his back and controls him because the main character has so much anxiety that he can't really use his own power very well. However, they're fighting over these coins so this alien can go back to, you know, his home. This is Dot Hack 4 Coma. And this is just a bunch of different 4 comas of the main characters of Dot Hack and their kind of worlds. Well, it's not really like it's like a 4 coma, but like obviously it's not in a 4 coma kind of a format. But it's the main thing you have to know is this is jokey, you know. This one's in a 4 coma format. There you go. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Just depends on the story. Oh, and shout out to Right Stuff. I got actually a box that was completely disintegrating, and I didn't actually put it in here. But my box didn't get anything wet, despite the whole box literally disintegrating from the rain. It was outside in the rain the whole time. So this is a picture of Glepner with the main character letting Claire into his back. And you can see Claire there, you know. this is like a super arrow kind of a manga too. So Claire likes to climb in naked so she doesn't like get her clothes all dirty, and the main character gets all nervous and blushes. He's like, you have to wear a swimsuit, otherwise, you know, I'll pop a boner, and I can't pop boners, otherwise I'll be embarrassed as a dog. And so she has to wear like a swimsuit or her underwear or something, depending on, I guess, what portion you're reading at. Here's Gleipnir again. So far, Gleipnir has been kind of monster of the week, which I don't dislike. You know, there's not like a ton of it that's interesting, and I definitely think this is interesting. But yeah, the main alien guy who's collecting the coins grants the wishes for you. And you have to put the coin in this little like gotcha machine, and then it gives you the thing that you wanted. But he's just trying to go home, supposedly, but you're not really sure if that's actually what he wants to do or not. And although he pretends to be like in a human form, I guess he's not. That's not his true form. I don't really understand what his true form is. But maybe they'll show it later. Here's Gleipnir 5. You can see the main character looks pretty messed up. That's pretty interesting. Typically, as like a rule of thumb, around 4 volumes is about a manga, is about an anime season. So if you watched an anime season, like look for around volume 4 or 5, and that's probably the one you're on. This is Dot Hack, Legend of the Twilight, volume 1 through 3, the omnibus. I actually have, I think it's 1 and 2, but I don't have 3, and I figured I would just get the omnibus to have them all in this the one, and give it a reread. I really like Dot Hack. This is like the OG isekai. The main characters get stuck in like the game world. The game called The World, get it? And if they die in the game, they die in real life. And there's a few different incarnations of it, but the main thing is it typically revolves around the Twilight something. The Twilight bracelet is very influential with Kite. Here's more Urusei Yatsura by Rumiko Tamihiko. And so you see how I said it really quiet and I really tried to rush it out. It's because I forgot her name halfway through. I'm very sleepy. You know, I got home from work. It's just a little late. So I got a lot of these, obviously, because, like I was saying before, I figured this must be pretty decent. Rumihi Takahashi. So I really can't wait to kind of dig into it. And plus, I get such an old school vibe. It brings me back, takes me back. Makes me feel like a youth again, which is always nice. Sailor Moon Eternal. I really think they did a nice job on these covers. I've never really read or watched Sailor Moon before, but I like how it glitters. See, look at that. It's neat. These are very much equivalent to the Knights of Sidonia kind of master editions. They're still paperback, but they're like good quality cover, good quality pages. The art is like so, you know, old school 90 Toonami. But my girlfriend says I should read it. It's pretty good. And I said, well, if I buy them all, will you read it even if I don't like it? And she told me yes. That gave me like the courage to like pull the trigger and getting the whole collection, knowing that even if I don't like volume 1, somebody will read these. Here's another one. There was just like, you know, a huge sale. Once you find the Sailor Moon kind of on sale and all these master collections, it's hard to not buy them all because they're not really frequently on sale, and they're so expensive full price, and even the Right Stuff price normally is pretty expensive. I almost would have just bought them kind of secondhand because of the pricing. I don't really like to because you don't really know what you're getting. Like, does the person before smoke? Do they, you know, have a super humid basement? Do they like keep these things all dried up and the pages are super crumbled, or is it super like damp and they're kind of distorted? Who knows? So that's kind of where the trouble comes in. Here's another Sailor Moon, Volume 5. And I don't know any of these characters, so that's why I'm kind of being quiet. I don't really know a lot about this manga series. Oh, Knights of Sidonia #1. This one's probably the least cool cover because it's just got 2 people on it. But obviously the main character's into her, so I guess that's okay. I have a feeling she's the one that turns into that beast just based on the covers, but again, I don't really know. This is just pure speculation. let's see, another Knights of Sidonia, number 2. You can see her getting these weird things on her in the cover. I feel like it just shows her transforming into something as the covers go on, and then he ends up saving her based on the covers, but like, again, pure speculation. And that's it. That's the empty box. I threw it on the ground. It's gonna explode just like an Aquatine. Here's the whole set in all of its glory. Oh my god. This was a decent sized haul despite December being kind of a lower month. But like, if you think about all the box sets I got, that whole collection of Rave Master and all these nice Master editions, it really is kind of a lot. And then Ray Earth too. Holy moly. Anyways, thanks for watching. You know, I hope everybody else had a good Christmas, a good New Year's, and their hauls are coming in slowly just like mine. But be patient, everyone. Your hauls will come in. Just give it time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out a lot, and definitely share it because that's what helps me grow the most. Everyone, I hope you have a good day and a happy new year. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.